Hello, YouTube. I hadn't made a video in a while, so I always wanted to make a video of the Ford tools that I've gotten together here so far. Well, a couple more things than just Ford tools, but the most common one is this plow wrench. It says Ferguson on it, and it's got your increments in inches. 11/16 on one end and 1 1/16 on the other for all the plugs and the wheel nuts, you know. And then we got a screwdriver that I just wanted to comment on. I'm going to try holding my phone with one hand and I'll see how steady I am. But this screwdriver you can use to grab the screw when you're changing your points or condenser. It'll hold the screw. So if you're in the middle of the field and, you need to work on your points, that's an excellent screwdriver to have. So if you ever see one of those, I'd grab it. And this other one is the spark plug wrench. So it's the spark plug on one end, so I guess it would be 13/16 probably. And then we've got the patent number, the Ford script, and then 11/16 on the other end. And then we have this interesting valve spring compressor for a flathead engine. If you're doing your valves, you can see how it works. You just clamp it down once you get your ends under the spring there. And I bought it for $10. I thought I'd have to use it to do my valves, but I didn't need it after all. I got something else. But and I should show you, I guess, the other side of these tools here. So there you can see it clearly says 1 1/16 and 11/16. And this one doesn't say anything on the ends, but it's a cool wrench. And here is my latest purchase. I bought a valve grinding machine that I have to set up. This isn't the best angle of it, but sorry for my shaking. I can't help that. So here's the best angle of it. I've just got it sitting on my shop crane because I got to make a table for it, and I'm not sure where to mount it for good. So there's that. There's the block of my 8N Ford that I'm working on. Here's the other half of it. It's sitting up on a jack there, and I still got the rear wheels with a lot of cardboard boxes on top. And there's my other valve spring compressor that I got with the grinding valve grinder. And I've also got in this box a lot of stones. There's the if I take this away, there's the drill handle, I guess you'd call it. And in here, I'll take this seat off. I don't know if you can see in there, but there's some grinding stones and whatnot all in there. There's the Jubilee we used we put a finishing mower on it. We use it to cut grass here. And if we take a tour outside, it's a beautiful day here in Manitoba. Probably the last beautiful day we'll get before winter strikes, or fall, I guess. But here's my crane that has a DT466 in the front here, and it got antifreeze in the oil, so I can only use the back now. That's got a Ford 300 industrial, so I can at least use the crane still, but I gotta fix the front engine. Here is the backhoe that I had to change a starter on early this summer, and I had to fit it through the loader arms right here. Boy, oh boy, was that a struggle. I thought I could put the crane hook and lift the loader if I pulled the lever back, the valve back. No, the front tires just came up. So my goodness, yeah, that was a struggle. And here's the Ford industrial engine in there. Very good motor. And here we have the V-type snowblower that I finally got to do a little bit of work on this summer. I had to do some welding here on this chute Oh, I guess I got you in the sun, eh? Little bit of welding there, but it's a handy unit for you know, behind the 8N Ford. You know, on the really cold days when I don't want to start the backhoe, then I can just plug in the 8N Fords and warm them up on them really cold days. I got transmission, differential, and hydraulic fluid all in one. Like, it's a thinner oil to run in the back instead of the 80/90. Man, what a difference that makes. And those chains are super handy. And if you look here, I've got two block heaters on this thing. So I got the one in the lower rad hose, and then I got one in the block, and then I sometimes put a magnetic heater on the oil pan there, but that's just for super cold days. I got a dipstick heater too. And here's my tractor that I was going to use for winter here, but the axle splines are so bad in the back. You can see how the oil is, that I'm going to use a different tractor. But it's a side distributor, and we got my 6-foot blade here, which is the one I use the most. I use it sometimes in winter as well, but we use it for, you know, grading and cleaning up this here. Like when I cultivate, you know, there's a lot of mud that sticks to the tires and lets go in the grass as I'm turning. So I'll clean that all up today yet. Yeah, and there's the 6-foot Farm King mower, real nice unit. And then if we mosey on over here, we've got a 1980 Ford F-150, and it's got a 300 6-cylinder in it, so that's why I have it. I got it for free, so you can't go wrong with that price. So I start it every once in a while, and it sits here. If I ever need it, it's there. And I've got a disker and a plow. That's a Dearborn plow. And I've got a scoop here. Not too many, I don't see too many of these on YouTube. It's a 6-foot wide, no, pardon me, I think it's a 5-foot wide scoop. And you can see the chains in there. So you can actually adjust those chains and pull it, and it'll act as a box scraper. And then here's the, so you get an idea of how the linkage works. There's the linkage, the trip. You can see it. And here's my first project I ever built from scratch. It's just a 5-foot blade. I wanted a 5-foot blade because it's a, you know, it's a little narrower if you're going in the ditches and stuff where the angle's so tight. And here's my Dearborn, Pittsburgh Dearborn 7-foot cultivator. I think it's a 7-foot, but I've never even measured it before, so I don't know what the standard measurement would be even on that. But it's wide enough, and very wide duckfoot shovels on there, so it really covers a lot of ground. And then here's a 7-foot blade that, you know, I was going to mount on my Farmall M over there if I ever got it going. It's seized. I was going to put 3-point hitch on it and have a blade so I could use it in winter time if I needed it, but we'll see. And then here's the more common Ford scoop. You can use it forwards or backwards, and it's narrow. I sometimes put a 45-gallon drum in the back here and ratchet strap it in there, and then I can carry water if I have to. And you can see here's the Ford emblem, serial number, and it's in very good shape. Very good shape. Ford really knew how to build equipment. So there's my fleet of equipment. And of course we got the Farmall M there. I think it's a 48. It doesn't have hydraulic, but it's got the belt pulley. But that's all she wrote for this video.